Hello, Star Wars fans. Hey, you know, there's just 339 days until Christmas 2022. And today we're going to be talking about fan films and specifically this Ewok Hunt fan film. I think you all will enjoy it. And we've got some special guests invited today. We're looking for them to join us as well. And a Magic Maker's running just a little bit late, but that's okay. We've got plenty of news to talk about to get us started. And the first is this story that came out. There's a and if you guys aren't following, you should keep in touch with Yakface. Yakface is pretty good at reading the tea leaves. And he is able to kind of see these projects before they're announced many times. And so he has a report today on yakface.com saying that there are 2 new figures coming to the Black Series line. We're going to be getting Axe Wolves and Grief Karga from Season 2. So look for that announcement to come soon. And it says that will conclude the wave. So we have, it says the wave of 34 includes the New Republic security droid, Din Djarin, Axe Wolves, Grief Karga. So look for that information to be released from Hasbro somewhat soon. But there you have our Black Series release. So there's plenty more. There's plenty more news. And I think the first one we want to talk about is this Lego Star Wars release date. It looks like they've got it scheduled for April 5th. Oh, we see April 5th. This thing has been delayed over and over and over again. This project has been something that was supposed to come out almost 2 years ago now. 2 years that it's been delayed. Of course, we had the pandemic come in there, but there's been a lot of criticism why it's taken so long to get this out. Look, I love the Star Wars Lego games. I absolutely love them. And so I think it would be nice to see them in there. And it's pretty exciting. I know that a lot of people love these games, and it should be great. You know what? I had the wrong tab highlighted. I didn't see. Look, Jason Ward is here from MakingStarWars.net. We're going to be talking about some information from Jason here very soon. Good to see you. And Ronnie Ducky. Oh, Ruck Ducky, one of our 20 out of 20 predictors. You know, you see him in the Wall of Fame right there because week 4, Ducky nailed all 4 of them. Congratulations for that. And Star Wars Meg is here. And you know, I've got a special new graphic I can show. I've been working on this morning. Look here. When you're not looking, you may all of a sudden get Meg peeking over your shoulder. Oh, we've got some Ewok news to share today. And Meg talked about the Ewoks this morning on her daily update. So, Meg, good to see you here. Darth Elvis is in the building. Very good. And already has his predictions in for next episode. And one of the figures that we talked about there in the Black Series release, Grief Karga, he's showing up in a lot of people's predictions. Just saying, in that last question, when you can fill in the blank, we've got a number of people predicting we're going to see Grief Karga, and that I think is a very good guess. Is this guy some kind of Christmas shield? Indeed I am, Jason. In fact, I make some of my income every year from being Santa. Who are these mystery guests? Well, we will be showing these mystery guests very soon. So as soon as we get through the news here, Ronnie Dale. You guys, RF Gaming Channel. Jamie, hello there. Oh, I've got to see this Ewok film. Where can you see it? We'll talk about that in just a moment. But the link to the film is in the description below. And we'll be talking about that in just a moment. Daniel Fisher, good to see you. And we've got a few more mods on the stream because we are having problems with a lot of folks a lot of these bots catching the streams and putting things in there. So there we go. I want to get to this Lego Star Wars release on April 5th. Let me show this again. They released a trailer of sorts today, and I think it's pretty good. So I'm going to mute it and play it in the background just so you guys can see this. It's quite long. This is over 6 minute long trailer, and it's got a lot of information about gameplay in it. It's got some of the storytelling in it. It's pretty exciting. I think that this Lego game, it's all inclusive, the entire Skywalker saga, and it lets you pick what you want to play. You want to play the original trilogy. You want to play the prequel trilogy. Maybe you'd like the sequel trilogy. You get to pick and play the characters through there and all of that. So there you go. That's there. You can find this trailer on YouTube. This is by Warner Brothers Games, and it like I said, it's quite lengthy. It goes on and on and on. So you can find this out there. And at the end of this trailer, they've got again, it's Lego stuff. It's fun. But here you see April 5th, 2022. And they've got some special things that you can get if you get the physical copy of the game. You can get Luke Skywalker with the blue milk. Oh, who doesn't want that? So there you've got that, and we've got other news. Before we bring in our guests, the next bit here is on. Let me get here. The Kenobi release date is rumored for May 4th, 2022, Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. It's a Wednesday. It would fit with the Disney Plus release schedule. It would be surprising if Lucasfilm actually gets it right one time. It would be great if they actually do this. So Grace Randolph, Josh's favorite simp, Josh Lucas from Den of Nerds. This is from his Twitter account. This is Den of Nerds Twitter, and he tweeted this out. I'm hearing that Moon Knight will debut with 2 episodes, so that Obi-Wan can be released on May 4th. May 4th. That would be fantastic. But I'm curious to see who Santa has as a special guest. Oh, you're going to be surprised, I think. It's going to be fun. I'm super excited. Let me just say that. I am super excited to have these guests coming in. And Jumpin' Jamie. Hey, we borrowed the Wii Lego Complete Saga. Just can't get into it. I played it on the Game Boy, and I loved it. So we might get Kenobi on May 4th. I think that's exciting news. And that, you guys, I love some of the guests. Is it someone I know? I don't think you do, Meg. But I'll bet you they know you. I'll bet you they know you. Meg is quite well known in our community. So Kenobi release date. The next bit is on here. We've got the Kenobi release. Well, not only Kenobi. Let me get on to the next topic here. Ahsoka filming. Has it already started? Perhaps it has. It shows on this sheet that production, the status, January 22nd, location shoots in Los Angeles. So I don't know how much this is new news, because in December, we kind of knew that Rosario and others were doing some pre-production work for Ahsoka, that it's moved into filming. I think that was originally thought to be in the spring, not until maybe March or April, but it appears that it is indeed earlier than that. So the location shoots may be happening right now. And Jason Ward, who's in the chat, may be able to tell us a little more about that. He is in that neck of the woods, as I like to say. So there you go. Let's see, who else? Just reading the chat, getting caught up. And let me see. What else do I want to get into before we go here? I think I want to introduce our guests, and then we will continue the discussion, because I think our guests are going to enjoy the next topic as much as anyone. But first, before we bring in the special guest, I am going to bring in my regular co-host for our Thursday discussions, our fan film discussions. We've got a Magic Maker with us. Hey there, Magic Maker. How you doing?
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
So you didn't figure out that the getting your icon loaded up for your image?
I haven't got that yet, so I'll get it. I'll get it by next week.
Okay. All right. Well,
Magic Maker. Got it to where I can turn my camera off. That's the good part.
Well, there you go. That's a start. It's a start. But Melon assures us that you can upload an avatar of your choice, and you can listen. So, a Magic Maker, welcome. And I'm going to go ahead and invite a Magic Maker every week. Sends me a fan film of the week to discuss. And this week he sent me this Ewok Hunt fan film. And so I reach out every week. I reach out to the creators to say, hey, we're going to feature your fan film this week, and you're more than welcome to join us. And so this week we do have the folks who created this fan film, Wolf Wolf Production. We've got them right here. Hey, Wolfie. Welcome.
How's it going?
It's going quite well. Thank you so much for joining. I know any chance any of your other team members will be able to join?
Yeah, no, unfortunately, I think everybody's locked up with work right now, but luckily I managed to swing by. This is my first time on the platform. I've never been on here before. Looks
fantastic.
Great.
Fantastic. I'm so happy to have you here. A Magic Maker is...
Yes, welcome.
He has a bit of a passion for fan film, fan fiction, and he's been working on it for years and years, and he's got some of his own that's quite good. And so we've decided to kind of parlay his excitement for fan film into this feature every week. So thank you for being here. And I want to bring up this next topic with the both of you, because your fan film was specific to Ewoks. And this next article may be a little bit of a slip up. So I want to bring it in, and I want to play this and get your all's reaction to it. This was pointed out to me this morning, and it's a YouTube video by BuzzFeed celeb. Meg covered it briefly in her daily update today, and I wanted to play this a little bit because they're doing one of these things where, what villain are you, what character are you, that kind of thing. And Tamora Morrison and Ming-Na Wen are playing this game together. And let me see, hopefully you all can hear this. I'm not exactly sure, but I've got the screen captions on so you can see what they say. And I'm going to play this, and let's see what you all say. Let's see what you all say.
All right, definitely can't hear it.
Okay, well, you can read here. Okay, so Tamora says, I'm going to go with an Ewok, and Ming-Na Wen says, yeah, it's buffering a little bit here. It'll catch up.
The big Ewok is silencing us.
I know. I know. It's here we go. They were great to work with. So there you go. What do you think? Did they spill the beans? Did they get to work with Ewoks, Tamora and Ming-Na Wen?
I think they're making a mistake. I think they're talking about Jawas.
You think they got Ewoks confused with Jawas, even though they're looking at a picture of an Ewok right on the screen.
I don't think what they're looking at is what we're getting. So I think we're not seeing what they're looking at. That's what I think. I think this is kind of a play on us.
You think so? What about you, Wolf Wolf?
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not sure. I know they spoke about not maybe necessarily having anything they're working on right now. So I wouldn't bet on Ewoks showing up again, but that would be really cool. I'd love to see something made with Ewoks in the future by Disney.
I would love to see that, and I tend to think that it was maybe a slip, and the reason is they were on the app, right? They're on the app and they're answering the questions on their phone, and it's got 4 pictures on there, and they're pushing the picture of the thing that they want to go get, right? And so they have to click on the picture of the Ewok. They're not picking, it's not just a word Ewok; it's a picture of an Ewok, and they see these 4 pictures and they say, "Oh, those were a lot of fun to work with." I think that maybe it was a slip.
Fett and the Caravan of Courage.
Well, that's I started racking my brain. I started racking my brain like, wait a second, and let me back this up a little bit here because you can see it. Let me share this on the screen again. Here's what they were looking at on the screen. Right, and when they're touching the button, they're touching. This is the question they're answering, and they're saying Ewok, right? They can't confuse that with a Jawa. And so I started thinking, wait, was Tamura an extra? Did he show up in a scene with an Ewok in the original trilogy? No, he wasn't. He wasn't Boba Fett in the original trilogy. He wasn't the actor in the suit in the original trilogy. What about those Ewok movies? Was he an extra or did he show up in those? I can't think anything. And so I'm trying to figure out when would Tamura have ever worked on set with Ewoks? And I just can't think of anything. I tried to throw out that maybe it was working on the Lego video game that we talked about just a little bit ago. But Meg assures me that the voice of Boba Fett was done by a voice actor, not Tamura. So I'm like, well, okay, that throws that out. I think that maybe this is the case, that they did work with one.
I can't perceive a scenario that would take them to the moon of Endor.
Yeah, I don't. I'm with you. I don't see them going there, except if that's where Din Djarin is. Let me ask this as we talk about the Book of Boba Fett briefly before we get to the fan film. The Book of Boba Fett is Boba and/or Fennec going to go off planet? We heard the little tease there for the Mandalorian at the end of the episode.
So maybe Phoenix gonna go recruit Ewoks to fight the Pikes.
No.
That would be insane.
I don't think so. I think what we're talking about is if Din is on Endor for some reason, and she has to go to Endor to get Din or to get somebody who is out on a job. So I'm not sure.
Somebody said it was Meg that said it. Said Captain Rex is on Endor still.
He could be.
Maybe.
He could be. They could be going to Endor to get Captain Rex. I mean, he's putting together his. I've seen this term used, the Star Wars Avengers. If he's assembling Avengers Assemble, right, and he's getting his Avengers together, Captain Rex, who was rumored at some point, of course, Tamora Morrison's already in it. It wouldn't be hard to throw him in a Captain Rex outfit, change his makeup a bit. It's absolutely possible. And there's Jason saying he remembers seeing the Navarro sets to the mayors. So it's very possible.
Yeah, maybe
they're going back to Navarro. I think that's likely. But the little slip there in this about saying, yeah, the Ewoks were fun to work with. I'm like, oh boy, it's possible. Now, let's be honest. I don't think it's likely, but they said it, and so I think it's possible. I think
Yeah, I
it'll be
think
a lot of fun.
he's gonna recruit them for an Ewok army. We're gonna have an Ewok army tattoo. We're gonna have pikes.
Well, they are little
We have
murder
pike,
bears.
we're gonna have pikes on pikes.
Well, they are little murder bears, and we can see that they can be in a horror movie. No, so we want to talk
You know
about
what?
this.
Why don't we talk about that? You know, how
Yeah.
long do you have to stay on? Can you stay on for the
Yeah. I think I'm
entirety?
good till the end of the hour, maybe. For today.
Excellent,
Okay,
excellent.
well then let's do
So-
your normal trip, and we'll close out with your with your fan fiction.
Yeah,
That
well,
way we
let's
can kind of
well,
chat
let's-
Star Wars before we get to the coolness.
let's bring this in, and and for folks that haven't seen this yet, I'll let it play in the background while we talk about it. But Wolf, I would love if you kind of give us the process you went through to create this as we watch it, and you all the link to this fan film is in the description here. Please, as we always encourage, please go out and at minimum give it a like, and if you would, and give it that view. If you would also consider subscribing to the channel to support content creators like this, we think it's fantastic. So I'll let this play, and if you could tell us just a little bit about the process. How did you come up with the story, and how did it come about?
Yeah. So, let me talk through the whole thing. Basically, we had two writers, both of which aren't here today, but they're huge Star Wars fans. A lot of them do a lot more reading than I do, or know a lot more about the now Legends lore, etc. And they wanted to talk about Ewok Hunt specifically from Battlefront 2, because I was sitting on the couch with a good friend of mine, and we were playing this game mode, and we were like, hey, this would make for a really good project. I happen to live with film students who really wanted to make low budget horror films, so this was a good mix of a Star Wars and horror, and so we were very excited to make this. The costume you see on the Stormtrooper we built by hand. That took us about, I think, 2 to 3 months of just like researching, because we've never built armor before. And then the other one, the Scout Trooper helmet, armor and helmet, was borrowed from another creator who's living in, I think, Los Angeles, who let us borrow this stuff. So it was really, really nice of them. But yeah, we went to Yosemite National Park to shoot in the redwoods there, and so this is where that was filmed. Yeah.
I like the Blair Witch feel. It was nice.
Yes. Oh, you're a Blair Witch fan.
Yeah. Of course.
Oh, fantastic. Yes, that was a huge inspiration. We love found footage horror, so we tried to make it seem like all of it was taken in one take. So there's a lot of hidden cuts and whatnot, but yeah, basically it's supposed to feel like this is one recording the whole time through. Exactly. So if you've seen Blair Witch Project, this is exactly what that is going for.
It's really, really good, and you don't have to have any Ewok costumes per se. All right, like just all
I
of a
don't want to
sudden.
spoil anything.
I know. It's so good. I really liked it, and I was like, how clever. All right, this is really, really clever. Both from just the idea of the story and the execution. And I mentioned it yesterday on Jason Ward's MakingStarWars.net, and he's a big fan of the old game. And he's like, "Oh, I'm super excited! I've got to get on and hear what this process was." He's looking forward to seeing this. So you've got fans out there.
Yeah, no, appreciate that. That's really sick. Yeah, exactly. So a lot of big horror fans in the room who worked on this. We had a lot of discussion about what exactly is going to happen to these two guys, how much of this is going to be practical versus CGI. That up there is CGI, and then you just have a little bit more of a mix between. There's Ewoks that show up at various points during this that are either practical or fake.
Okay.
And you'll see that. I don't want to spoil too much.
So from a filming,
So they weren't actually just big teddy bears that you just put out there.
Yeah, we found a couple grizzlies who were excited to don a costume for us.
Yeah, very nice. And the filming process at Yosemite, how long were you there for that?
That was it was one weekend, a really, really long weekend, not a lot of sleep, 2 to 3 days. And I think we had a permit from the national park. I think there was one costume, one makeup, a couple crew for lighting and other things, props, script stuff. So yeah, there was like, I think a good sized eight to nine people, I think. Oh, that's really creepy right behind you.
Well, Meg, if you're not familiar with my channel, Star Wars Meg's a very good friend of mine, and and so we do live streams together regularly, and we chat offline, and another friend of ours put together the Meg walk, as it's called, not an Ewok, it's a Meg walk. And so then I added the animation to have her creeping up over my shoulder from time to time.
That is so horrifying. Without any context, I had no idea what was going on, but I thought someone was behind you and was like lifting a cutout.
It's fantastic. I was inspired by this video as well, right? The video has a bit of a creepiness to it, right? Like the callback to Blair Witch and the horror aspect. I thought it'd be pretty good pretty creepy to have her like creep up over my shoulder and then disappear. Like,
yeah, I think you hit it right on the nail there.
So good. And so a couple days of filming. And then what's the editing process like?
Yeah, so we were in post-production for quite a while, largely because of like availability, etc. We had like, I think, two VFX people, a colorist, a sound design person. I think we did commission a song, but we ended up not using it until the end credits. So you don't hear it during the bulk of this film. And then I'm trying to think if there's anything else. But yeah, post-production was really difficult for some of the effects that you've seen or you will see. And that's usually what took the longest. But other than that, we were pretty happy with how most of it turned out. So the X-wing and the Y-wing flying in the beginning, that's post. The bear and the rock that even hit you earlier, that's also post. Yeah, we didn't throw a rock at our camera guy, so.
Very nice. I'm really super impressed by the whole thing. It's really great.
Oh,
thank you so much. I will definitely share that with the team.
What kind of, if I can be so bold, what kind of budget did you have for this?
Led us to do
the whole thing.
The whole thing? Yeah, legitimately. So like I said, it's a bunch of friends of mine who are all film students. Well, now they're no longer. One of them's actually working on Avatar. He was the director on this. And we were just talking like, hey, we've never done a project together. I run a Star Wars YouTube channel where I make a lot of short film animation projects or gaming. And he's always been excited to do a Star Wars fan film. And so we were like, why not make this happen? So yeah, we did a lot of fundraising for this. Props. That was practical, if you couldn't tell.
Right.
Yeah, and it was just really fun to do this, and we thought like, hey, like let's include like a very diverse cast. Let's write a really cool story with characters like this, Admiral Sloane. You don't really see that often.
I like the Admiral Sloane piece actually. That was one.
Yeah, exactly. Because we have a lot of really hardcore fans in our core story writing group, so it's very exciting to do that.
Yeah, that was a really good catch on picking stuff out of Aftermath and after some other pieces that have been in the video games.
Yes, I can tell you're a fan. I love it. Right on with you.
It was really good, and I was also I love that you brought her in. It was a nice little touch, right? It was just like it got a little icing on the cake. It was fantastic. So were they able to use this for a school project, or this was just for your own?
Legitimately, it was just for us. It was just a passion project, and we were fortunate to have a lot of the community come out and support us, and we were very excited to release this. I think this is, just like a dream for us to make. Like we said, none of this is for profit, so this isn't being monetized. This is just out here for you to watch, and it was fun for us to make. So definitely share it with your friends and all that if you want.
You gotta follow those silly rules. Oh my God,
indeed.
Somebody else's idea. What's my idea? But you hear teddy
Yeah,
bears.
it's so good, and I'm just appreciative of the passion that so many folks have. I have not been really into fan fiction or fan films at all, and it's just through my friend a Magic Maker that I've been introduced to some of it. And I just say, for me personally, this was one of my favorites because it's a whole different take. It's not like lightsabers and duels and kind of building off of the stories that we have in the prequels or original trilogy. Here you've got some stormtroopers left to patrol, and they're getting picked off. It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I personally liked it because it just showed them, the battle is over. They've been abandoned. Everything is falling apart for them. And he's like, why do we even stay? It's just because we're stormtroopers. It's what stormtroopers do.
Right. Exactly. They're there to do all the grunt work. Yeah, exactly. I love that you guys caught on to that. That's amazing.
Oh yeah, it was fantastic, and and I had no idea it was tied to a video game. Like
really?
Yeah, I'm not a gamer. I've not really played many games.
If you want to pull up if you look up Star Wars Ewok Hunt, you could probably find the trailer to it and show people what the inspiration was for that.
Oh sure, I'll do that. Star Wars Ewok Hunt.
You can look up Ewok Hunts too on Battlefront 2, and they'll show you all that too as well. So you can
actually, if I could talk while you're looking this up, Star Wars Battlefront 2's Ewok Hunt game mode, for those who don't know, originally was supposed to be a Halloween only event, and originally it wasn't for the game during the rest of the year. But then I think one year they decided, let's just keep it as a permanent game mode because of all the requests there was to have it, and then it was so exciting to have. Horrifying game mode. I get shivers every time I play it. But
so I just brought it up. You already mentioned Battlefront 2, so you could see just the images without even watching the trailer. You can see the images from the game, and it's I guess the first time I realized.
So you spawn as a stormtrooper with a bunch of other stormtroopers, and as you can see, you're only in first person, and you have a flashlight that runs out of battery periodically. The Ewoks always know where you are, and they have a bunch of tools in their toolkit to come kill you. And once they kill you, you become an Ewok. So over time, it becomes hard for you to survive as a stormtrooper. And you're supposed to wait for the evac, which is coming at the end of the timer.
Okay, I love it. I love it. Great fun. And somebody said, "Did I see Meg?" You did. She's always lurking. She's always lurking in the background. You never know when she's just going to pop up out of nowhere. You just I'm having way too much. I'm having way too much fun with that. We had another one at Christmas that we used. It's like this. Let me. I hit the button. Oh, that's. Oh, wait. It's her as an Ewok. I gotta go change it. But anyway, we had another one with her riding the sleigh and being pulled by blurgs. But so now I've updated it for just today. We've got her as an Ewok, kind of creeping over the shoulder. Always watching.
Extremely fitting.
Always watching. Meg's the best. So, anything else on this Ewok Hunt fan film that, and we're going to talk about more about the predictions for week 5 of the Book of Boba Fett. You're more than welcome to stay for that, but I want to.
Yeah, I might actually not because I haven't gotten a chance to watch the 4th episode yet. So. I will bounce then before you guys.
Yeah, I'm glad we did this first then instead of talking about that.
But I also did want to share, Star Wars Santa, and thank you so much for having me and everybody else. But yeah, if you ever get a chance and are interested, I also do a lot of virtual production shorts on my channel. So we redid the Star Wars Republic Commando intro in the technology we have today to make it look better. We've done a lot of the Clone Wars videos and turn them realistic. So if you ever are interested in anything like that, definitely check that out. And appreciate you again.
Absolutely.
Absolutely will. And I think a magic maker, you've been talking about maybe getting back into making some content, and so
I've been on the sabbatical from making content since April last year. I'm about going on a year now. It's been we had a rough period, and it was just hard to get started back. Once you get stopped, it's hard to get the ball rolling again.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, definitely send over your stuff. I'd love to watch it.
Yeah. Well, and I know you were talking about maybe exploring some of these other technologies to get restarted. And
Yeah. I've been playing around I'm trying to learn um, Unreal Engine right now, so it's kind of
That is literally what I build the animations in. So yeah, if you got any questions or anything, I'd love to help out.
yeah,
that would be
absolutely.
great.
I mean, up to now, it's been more like motion comic style kind of stuff's what we do.
Mm.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
so more hand drawn art than it is, drawn on a tab or on the on that, but still hand drawn.
Yeah.
And
Well,
so that,
thank you so much. And I do want to say, look, the link to this video, the one that we just watched, is in the description here. Please, everyone, go out, click the link, give it a view. It's only 8 minutes long. You can play that. And it's very good. It's very good. That really helps with their channel. And as well, even though it's not monetized, it still helps get more visibility out there in the Star Wars community. And consider giving it a like and a subscribe. Keep up with their content and look at the other stuff that he's got out there. I will.
no, absolutely.
I'm going to be doing
Hey,
that. So,
hey, can we put his link down in the description of this when this is done? And
It
I'll
is-
definitely share get your information, Wolf, and I'll share it. In my
it's already in there.
Yeah, it's already there. Thank you so
It's
much.
Okay.
Yeah, it's already there. So thank you. Thank you. Our very first content creator come in here. It's been a thrill to have you here. It's fascinating. And I know there are other people who are, for different reasons, varying reasons, want to create fan film, either because they didn't like a story that was given to us, like the sequel trilogy. I know there's a lot of people don't like that. A lot of people don't like the prequels. And there's been some prequel trilogy stuff made just off of dislike. But there's also things that it's like, wow, wouldn't this be fun? And it's great to get some insight from somebody who's done it. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure. Appreciate
All right,
Thank
take
you
care.
for producing that movie. It was enjoyable.
it. Thank you so much for finding it and bringing it in. All right, guys, take care. I hope you have a great rest of the stream.
All right, take care.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
May the force be with you.
That was great. Thank you, Magic Maker, for recommending that. I thought it was good. Meg, I don't know that maybe most do, but Santa loves the sequels. So there. There you go. So we do want to talk about episode 4. What were your overall thoughts of it?
I'm still reserving my total opinions on this until it's done. Because I found several instances where I'm being brought out of my disbelief, and or being able to suspend my disbelief, and so I don't like that. So I'm probably gonna have to go back and rewatch this, in all honesty, because I'm wondering if I'm missing details, and so as we go through this, I'm kind of like, wait a minute, oh, that doesn't line up. Why didn't they do that? What, and doing that a lot, and so and so I don't like it when I do that, and so those make me lose the enjoyment of the story, and because I'm a very, I have a, you have to meet all these little logical cues and little setups for me, which for the most part, for the original trilogy did Star Wars, for the most part, I've seen most movies do that. If that's where I had my disconnects inside of the sequel trilogy.
Right.
And I know you well, you just got to throw it out because it's Star Wars, but it's
Right.
You can only do it so much.
Well, I do want to say your audio is very crackly to me in my ear. It's very crackly, but. And I think that maybe is what Meg's saying about a Magic Maker's jibber jabbering. That your audio, I can understand everything you're saying, but it's very crackly. So
She also might mean that I'm not giving a direct answer.
that could be too. So on the typical 10-point scale, where would you put episode 4 itself?
my overall view of things right now is down. So, and that's coloring me. So, I'm gonna say right now it's a 6.
Okay. Okay. Well, and I think that I've rated all of them as an 8. Like they're all really good. I'm enjoying them, but I wouldn't put them in that 9-10 category. It's just not quite that high for me. The door is still open for those to pick up, and I'm excited about what's to come. I think for sure we're going to see Din Djarin in the next episode, and if the rumors are true, he's going to be flying in an N1 starfighter, a Naboo N1 starfighter. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but to be what it is. I have a hard time putting a bounty hunter in a starfighter. This just it'd be like putting it'd be like putting Han Solo in an X-wing, right? Like, well, sure he could fly it,
Well, that
but
is
why?
a starfighter.
Well, I'm just saying it's equivalent, right? It's just that
Right.
Somebody who's normally out there as a in a what the Falcon is a transport, right? In a fighter of some sort. I just don't know why that vehicle would be something that Din Djarin would be flying.
Right. I missed something in that. Why did we think he'd be in a Naboo fighter?
Well, that's the rumor. So Bespin Bulletin. Well, first of all, I heard it a few days ago, and then Bespin Bulletin released the story, and Jason Ward actually saw an N1 on set when he went down there to visit. It's been some time ago. And on MakingStarWars.net, he has an article where he saw these like Space Vespas and the N1 starfighter. So we've seen the Vespas, we've seen those, and the N1 is coming. Then Bespin Bulletin released that Din Djarin was going to be in episode 4 or 5. They thought the latter. So episode 5, and that he would be in that N1 starfighter. I'm like, well, okay.
Well, we know he needs another ship.
Well, he does.
I don't know how he would do bounty hunting in that, but maybe he's not bounty hunting anymore at this point. Maybe he's doing something else. So I guess it just depends on how he ended up with it, what task he's accomplishing with it.
Right. The story's going to have to support it, because I just have trouble putting him in an N1. Maybe they're really cheap, and he doesn't have a lot of cash, and he's like, "Hey,
I tend to think that any Naboo vehicle is not cheap."
Oh, yeah, that could be as well. I don't know.
It'd be like it's like saying, maybe the Ferrari is cheap. I mean, well, it's a 1968 version, so maybe it's cheap.
Right.
I seriously doubt it.
I seriously doubt it. Right. You're probably right. I'm having trouble putting him in it. Like, it's hard to bring home the bounty, so to speak. It's hard to get a bounty and bring him back.
He just straps him to the hood.
Yeah. We were talking about how it could be like those bi-wing wing riders. You'll see them every now and then. Just strapped up there. We got him in the foot boots there. He's strapped to the top, and he's just hanging on. I don't know. I don't know. It's tough for me to put him in there.
Unfortunately for you, this is going to be an uncomfortable ride.
Well, and it brings a whole new meaning to, I can bring you in warm, or I can bring you in cold. I'm going to bring you in cold.
Yes.
Very cold.
Like
right?
Space cold.
like a vacuum of space cold. Yeah. Yes. And Jason was joking on his live stream yesterday, he and Rob, that you've got the astromech port in the back. You just stuff them down that hole. Just get in the hole. Get, get in there. It's still going to be cold. It's still. I just don't know. I'm having a hard time.
Fortunately for you, astromechs have gotten smaller. Unfortunately for you, it's still where you're sitting.
It's still where you're sitting. Yeah, I just don't know how that's going to work out. But that's been the rumor. So last week, you did, if anything, you are always consistent. And we talk about this from time to time. And I've got the. Let me bring up the scores
Yeah, I was
here.
off on my the biker gang being part of Jabba's crew, old crew. I was wrong on that. I think I was wrong on a lot of things though.
You. So we keep track week over week, and then we've got a subtotal, and then there's a bingo game we did where we talked about cameos and who was going to show up. And so you can get some bonus points from the bingo cameos, but then and then a total. So I've got highlighted here how I do each week, and then if you scroll down, you see there's a magic maker. Look, 15-15, 13-15. Again, we talk about how consistent you are. You're never terrible. I mean, 13's the low score, but never terrible. But consistent across the board. As much as a hard time we like to give you, you're not you're not that bad. But if we go back and look at how you did, you got kind of nailed on the biker gang, right?
Yeah. So my expectation of the biker gang was that it was
So week 5.
I still think we're going to find that they weren't the ones that wiped out the village.
Well, I think there's a real good theory, and I want to think that it was Jason who came up with it, that the Niktos actually work for the Pikes. And when the Pikes were saying that they were paying tribute to the Niktos, well, in a Star Wars kind of certain point of view kind of way, right? We pay them to be our bullies, right?
Oh,
and
absolutely. I mean, I
yeah, so it could be that the Pikes didn't set up the Niktos; they could have just sent the Niktos, right?
Oh no, I think he was setting them up. I think they were setting them up. So it could be. Problem.
Could be. But let's talk about. Let's talk about, and I'm going to wait for the overall view of the Book of Boba Fett until the whole season's over. I think
I'm doing the same thing because I wanted to kind of bring the whole thing forward. I'll probably rewatch the whole thing to see if I missed some details that are set up, because I feel like something, like, I think there was just pieces that were missing, and I felt like I didn't have like foreshadowing inside the things. There were some logical pieces fall into place to let me see things coming, and I just don't know if I missed them now or if they just weren't there. So like now that I'm where I'm at, I kind of want to go back and look for those things. So I see.
Well,
and, I had to do that with the sequel trilogy before I made my judgment on it too. I mean, it's not like I went and saw, I mean, as much as I despise The Last Jedi, it's not like I just saw it once. I went back and saw it and went, this is really what I saw, I mean, it's,
Kendall, this is known as being on the wall of shame. Episodes 5, 6, and 7 are supposed to be transformational, right? They're supposed to really push this series over the top. And Ming-Na Wen even said, like, when the whole thing's done, you're going to have to go back and rewatch it from a different perspective, having learned things that you don't know along the way. So I think that's a fair way to look at it. And Mike Porter, he's at the hospital with his dad. I know his dad was just having some checkup, some tests run. Nothing. There's nothing big there, but it's just the kind of thing you got to do just to make sure there's nothing creeping up. Like you don't want this to happen to you, right? That's the last thing. You don't want a murder bear creeping up behind you and watching over your shoulder. It's not safe. It's not safe.
not in real life or medically.
Right. So I think after 5, 6, 7, it'll be good to go back and look at it as a whole. And I'm also kind of reserving, like, where do I place this among other? I know Jason, are we sure it wasn't Mike's jokes that put his dad in the hospital? Right. I kid. We know.
Maybe he's stealing jokes from his dad. It's creating a tension.
Could be.
Stop stealing my jokes, son.
That's true. Yeah. Mike's dad's gonna have to have a little chat with him while he's there.
That's right.
Son, you gotta quit. You gotta quit sharing my jokes. Yeah.
So it's not Mike's dad jokes. It's Mike's dad's
jokes. Yeah, I've got the I've got the little apostrophe in the wrong place, right?
That's right.
And Dominic came up with this. I saw this yesterday. I thought it was quite funny. He said, "The shield is strong with you. A powerful shield you will become. Henceforth, you shall be known as Darth Shill." He said, "If I were to get a Sith name, it would be Darth Shill." So, thank you for that, Dominic.
I disagree. If you're going to have a name, it's going to be like Darth Shilius.
Darth Shilius. That's very good. Right now, among the Disney series that we've gotten, Mando 1, Mando 2,
Master of the Knights of Shield,
the Bad Batch, and the Book of Boba Fett. I have Book of Boba Fett fourth on all of those, but we'll see. At 5, 6, 7, it may be third or second. Who knows? Could be first.
Yeah, I want to see the whole thing because I know this kind of thing is fitting into the Filoniverse and carrying on and I will say this: so far, it has not made me go. Oh, how's this? I can't wait to see where this new mystery gets filled with the next piece. And so, and I know we're not at the end, but that's kind of. It's got to do a couple things. It's got to make you go, oh man, that's freaking awesome. And it's also got to be like, I can't wait to see where it goes next. There's going to be a couple things that come out of this.
Yeah. Well, and I think Jason and Rob were talking about, is it going to make you want to go back and rewatch it? Right? When you get done, are you going to be like, oh man, I've got to go rewatch that thing right now because that was so awesome. Right? Or are you just going to be like, that wasn't what I wanted. I'm done.
Yeah.
So
it's like as long as I don't come out of it like that sucked. I hated that. I'll be okay.
Yeah. Dominic, Meg has been lurking in the chat. She's here, but she's been quite sick and she's trying to rest and recuperate. So let's talk about episode.
Okay. Have you seen the picture? She's skinned well. She's staying warm.
Exactly. She's got the coat on and getting some extra tea. There you go. There's Meg.
She's drinking the blood of her victims.
There you go. There you go. Hey, Jason nailed it. Meg has Ewokatitis. That's it. It's where all of a sudden you grow a thick fur coat and become ravenous for live flesh.
I thought she had wickets.
Oh, ouch. Oh my goodness. And it just keeps going. It keeps going. Episode 5, the predictions are out there. The link is in the description here, as well as I pinned it to the chat and put it in Discord. We'll put it in all the other things as well. We'll put it in Twitter, and I'll send it out on YouTube. But the week 5, we've got 10 responses already. Look at that. As usual, we're going to ask the questions. Let me see if I can make this a little. Oops.
Yeah, I haven't done it yet. I like talking about it first before I kind of put it down.
Yeah.
I kind of have my thoughts through, and I get some feedback. So I put my
right.
predictions down.
So we've got the standard ones.
There's a give me coming. Obviously, I haven't got one give me.
Oh, well.
The music gave it away at the end.
Well, for sure, we have a gimme. And so, Boba Fett killing someone and Finnick killing someone. That's been every week we've had that on there. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. We had plenty of kill shots from both Boba and Finnick in the last episode, but so happens that they were all in flashback. There was no kills in normal. There was just, yeah. Well, I know, Jason. I know. Nobody's happy about seeing Rob in the ticker. But so Boba and Finnick killing someone this episode, I'm not so sure, because I think if we're doing the Avengers Assemble kind of thing, they're going out and getting folks to get on board. Maybe not. Maybe not. We'll see.
Yeah, I think there's going to be at least one kill someone. So I mean, I think you'd not be well served if you said they don't. I think you might as well just say everyone.
Everyone kills somebody. I don't know.
I mean, 80% chance that on every episode that Finnick and Boba will kill someone.
Well, I'm saying no and no. That's just for myself. We see a flashback scene. Now, this last episode, congratulations, you're fully healed. He doesn't need any more back to treatments. Will he? Flashback this. No. This point is forward. Will there be a flashback scene? That's a question. We don't know. Maybe there will. Maybe there won't. The Slave One, otherwise known as the fire spray gunship, that has been in every episode so far. Now, this last week,
say the fire spray gunship, formerly known as Slave One.
We don't know formally yet. So I thought the way that he said "my fire spray gunship" to Finnick was appropriate. Right? She doesn't know the name of the ship in the flashback. Right? If it were current day, that'd be weird. But being that they just started working together, and he says it's in my fire spray gunship. If you're going to go into a garage and you're looking for a particular vehicle, you're looking for a Chevy Nova. That's different than.
I mean, when we looked into, there was only one ship though, that was his.
Right.
So I think in the conversation he would have just said my ship.
Hey,
I need to go get my car. I don't say I need to go get my Toyota, van. Toyota Sienna van, 19, or 2021. I'm not really specific. I just say I need to go get my car.
Meg's pretty right here as well. Like, if there's no payoff for the Attack of Clones flashbacks, it's a little bit disappointing. Right? I would agree with that they should, and hopefully they will. Jason, they Boba and Finnick get bunked back to tank beds. They get
bunked back to.
So TVC, back to bunk beds. TVC Mackin, the rumor from Bespin Bulletin is that it's going to be Din Djarin flying that Naboo N1. So
I have a prediction right now. It's not Din Djarin.
Well, there you go.
Someone in Mandalorian armor.
Oh, that could be. So, question.
I'll make a prediction to fit yours for your wish. It is someone in white Mandalorian armor.
Oh, that would be super cool. I would love to see the white proto armor show up in a certain somebody to be wearing it. I just don't know that's going to be the case.
That's exactly what you're going to see. I think
that would be super exciting. I will lose my mind.
People are going to be like, "Holy crap! Who is that character?" And then we're going to see her hair matching her armor, and we're going to be like, "Oh wow!" And then you're going to see that, and it's going to draw everybody into season 2.
It would be super cool. It would be super cool.
That's exactly what you're going to see. That's my prediction right now.
Dawn wants to know if it's true that Din has 4 ships. Theory did a video where he says that that's the case. I have not heard, and I haven't seen Theory's video on this yet. I have seen. We know that he had, of course, the Razor Crest. The Razor Crest. which, by the way, I have 3 of them on order, and they should be shipping any day now. One of them is reserved for my friend X-Wing to purchase, one for me, and one that is up for grabs still yet. Haven't decided. I gotta talk to Kayla first, find out if she really wants it. But that's a pretty expensive gift. They're like $350 each, so. Let's see. But so you'd say the Razor Crest. He's been in the Slave 1. I don't know if you would call that his, though. Okay. So Daniel's saying 4 ships and Legends. He did have several different versions of fire sprays in Legends. But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we also had Slave 2 in Legends.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
That wasn't a fire spray. That was a... that patrol ship. Maybe somebody can tell me.
Yeah. And obviously, Subdued, you're right. It's like $375 with tax each. So, yeah. And to ship one of those to California, whatever it is, we'll do that. The indentured servant too. We'll see. So we'll see the Slave 1. We've seen it every episode so far. Will we see the Slave 1? So that's another question. Someone will say Jabba. So far, all of the episodes, we've heard somebody say Jabba.
Yeah,
right?
It won't stop. It won't stop until the
Yeah. So, will somebody say Jabba this week? That's the next question. Then, question number 6. And now this allows you to answer it based off of, again, don't blame Santa. If you're going to blame anybody, you have to blame Bespin Bulletin if it doesn't happen. And maybe tangentially you blame Jason. I don't know. I don't think
Jason.
There you go. You know, why not?
So
we'll see.
His Slave 2 was a pursuer class enforcement ship from Mandal Motors. So it was a Mandalorian ship. So,
Okay.
So my prediction on that is if we're going to see it. So this is a if. This is an iffy one. But I think we'll see Din Djarin in that one.
Oh, okay. The Slave 2.
Yeah.
I see.
What would have been the Slave 2? It would
Right.
Pursuer class enforcement ship. That way we kind of get some. You're going to hit the nostalgia kick.
That'd be cool.
And that way you're bringing something from Legends into canon.
Dawn wants to buy the Megwalk as a sticker. That would be. We need to make that happen. So the Naboo N1 fighter. Look, there's been rumors from Bespin Bulletin that's going to be in this episode, and Jason actually saw one on set. So this might be as close to a freebie as you get. Like if you say yes, we will see a Naboo N1 fighter. I didn't put in there who would be flying it. Right? Notice that I just put in one fighter. Question 7: Boba goes off world. He goes off Tatooine. Is he going to go off? Maybe Fennec goes off and he stays home to care for the homestead. I don't know. That's for you to guess and for us to find out. So that's 7 and 8. Scad and/or Drash riding their Vespa bikes. Of course, Scad and Drash are the 2 named cyborg kids that now work for Boba. We didn't see them at all in the last episode, and in the last episode, they said they were out, running errands, checking on folks. So there's the question: are we going to see Scad and/or Drash riding their Vespa bikes? Who knows? We'll see. Meg says, remember, Bespin Bulletin said Din will ride in one. Not necessarily it's his permanent vehicle. That's true. I wouldn't expect it to be where's Martin Keeler when I need him? Where's Zuvium? Dominic, I want a Megwalk figure. Make it happen. Which would we get first, a Megwalk or a TVC Blurg? That's a good question. I know what Martin would say, but so question 8 is the Scatter Drash riding a Vespa bike, and then Boba rides a Rancor. we again we're pretty confident he is going to ride a Rancor sometime in this series. I thought
predicted it'll be at the very end.
I thought we'd get a training montage last episode, and I'm doubling down. We need a training montage of him riding a Rancor. Maybe while Fennec is out in the Slave One recruiting help, he'll be training on his Rancor. I don't know.
It needs to be. It needs to be during a time when they play a Star Wars version of "You're the Best."
So then
I won't continue to sing it because sing it too.
Right.
It can get that copyright hit.
Right. And Man on the Moon knows it wouldn't be a Star Wars Santa live stream if I didn't bring up a blurg at least once. So I was able to make that happen.
We should start having predictions on your live stream. Santa predictions.
Funny. So we got a series of cameos here. The first being Bosk. Will he show up? We've seen lots of Trandoshans. Will we see Bosk? We know that he's going to be trying to assemble his Avengers, and that he's already got Santo there, right? He's already got Chrysanthemum on his side. Will he be bringing in Bosk? Will we see Bosk? The Din Djarin cameo. I think this is as close to a freebie as you're going to get as well. Like they telecast that really hard.
Coming. I think we're going to see a few others. I think if we're going to see another, I think if we're going to see another bounty hunter, it's going to be oh darn it! Now I can think of the things right on my head. Crap.
Sorry, I read Meg's comment and I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have read it.
Yeah, that's always bad.
It's a mom joke. It's your mom joke. So just leave it. Yeah. I think a good write-in answer might be Grief Karga.
Yeah, that might be a good one.
So
I was trying to think of what the heck is the bounty hunter that has his head wrapped? My brain is going somewhere.
Oh, Dengar.
Golly.
Yeah.
Pop right in the mouth.
That'd be another write-in question. You can say, we'll see Dengar. So Din Djarin, I think this is a freebie. We're going to see Din Djarin. Luke Skywalker. There were lots of rumors that Luke was going to show up, but those rumors were revolving mostly around episode 7. This is episode 5. So, you can put Luke on there if you want to, but I'm going later. Grogu, likewise, it'll be with Luke. I think it's possible he could be riding with Din, but that would cause some confusion. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Cobb Vanth. We've been speculating Cobb Vanth would show up at some point because he's been having these flashbacks. I do think it's possible we'll see Cobb Vanth this episode as one of his Avengers. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't think so at this point. So my thought process is he goes off-world right now. He's going to collect people. And then when he comes back, it'll be Din Djarin that goes and gets Cobb Vanth.
Could be. Dr. Aphra, these are just cameos that have been here all season. So Dr. Aphra, there's some thoughts when you saw Black Chrysanthemum that you would see Dr. Aphra at some point. I do think we will.
I don't think that's going to happen the whole time.
No, I don't think she's going to show up in this series at all. But I do think we will at some point, probably sooner than later, see Dr. Aphra in live action. Just not this series. She may get her own series.
I'm going to that. Just not this one.
No, I agree. Yeah, we're on the same page. Kira, again, there were lots of rumors of Kira showing up. Crimson Dawn being involved. That's very possible. I'm just so you can
allies. I think it's clearly possible. They're trying to set up and get the Pikes off world. But the question is, what's so valuable on Tatooine's now coming up? What's so valuable that the Pikes going to be on Tatooine?
Exactly. And who promised the Pikes the territory? Was that Kira? Was that Crimson Dawn? That's all good questions. Cad Bane cameo. That was a very early leak that came out, Cad Bane was going to be in the series. Will it be this episode? Or will it be Bryce Dallas Howard? Bryce Dallas Howard is this episode. Or will it be Dave Filoni who reveals Cad Bane? Good question. Dave Filoni has next week's. He's got episode 6. Or will it be episode 7? Who knows? A Han Solo cameo. Again, there were lots and lots of rumors that Han Solo was going to show up. So there's that cameo listed, yes or no. And then Crimson Dawn is mentioned. So I think it's very possible, and this is, I've kind of been talked into it through the live stream yesterday and thinking about it afterwards. We could end up with a post-credit scene very similar to what we ended up with at the end of Mando, where the Pikes get beat, right? And Boba Fett is the king. And a post-credit scene, we see Kira come off of a ship with Crimson Dawn saying, I'm not having it. And that could be how it ends, right? So I don't know. Could be. So those are the questions. And then, of course, you get the fill in the blank. So if you want to say Grief Karga, you want to say Dengar, you want to list somebody else that could show up or something that could happen in the episode, then this is your chance to put in your guess, what you think it could be. So if you get that right, you get a bonus point. And that's how you get 20 out of 20. And that's why I have 18.
Then you'll beat my average, which is sitting on like at 14.7.
Right. And that's why I have an 18 instead of a 19, because I got my bonus point wrong this last time. And just to be transparent, I have Grief Karga is my fill in the blank this week. So you have that. So there's where you do your predictions. You guys, the link is in the description here. It's in the chat here. It's in our Discord, and we'll make sure to get that out to everyone else. And as Jason said, please like the video. That does me a ton of good. Our chat during our live streams is way above average for the size of the viewers that we have. You guys are killing it in the chat. You're doing a fantastic job. My likes are typically really low. I don't know if it's because people just don't like my talky face or if they just don't remember to do it. And I keep forgetting to tell people, please like the video, do the YouTube things. I just like to talk about Star Wars, so I keep forgetting to say those things. So if you like the video, share it out there to others. Let them know that it exists. It helps YouTube get it out to other folks to let them know that we're having a lot of fun talking about Star Wars here. So I appreciate all of that support. What else? What have I left out?
Oh, I think that's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it.
Like, share, subscribe.
Do those things. Oh, I am curious. What is the resource on Tatooine that has everybody so interested in running Tatooine? Even Boba Fett mentions how the Pikes, they're taking all the resources, they're stripping Tatooine of its resources, of its riches. What riches?
Well, we know in Aftermath they're reminders. That's what Cobb Vanth was finding out with reminders. So something's there.
Yeah, just don't know. Is it right? Is it laced with spice? Is Tatooine a spice planet? I don't know. And there's another little prediction that is starting to make its way out there. I've heard it a couple times now, that at the end of the series, that it's going to rain on Tatooine for the first time in forever.
This is a wet planet. That's what the sand people said.
Yeah, well, yeah. There's been lots of water in the series, like everywhere, right? Everywhere you look, there's water involved. even in this last episode, when I rewatched it, and Fennec is sneaking up to get in, she steps on water, laying on the ground. There's water, not only like Bacta, which is, very fluidy, but we get those flashback scenes to Camino, which was a regular planet, now is mostly ocean, or all ocean. And you get Tatooine, which was a regular planet, which is now all sand, or mostly. So will it rain on Tatooine? Will he bring healing to Tatooine? I don't know. Yeah, Astromech Jeremy. And it's good to see you here, Astromech Jeremy. Fantastic guy. And just met him recently through Discord. Really a big fan of his. He's a great member of the community. He's a prediction. The oceans return somehow. Right. So that's what people have been kind of starting to speculate. I think it's an interesting speculation.
Yeah, I'm wondering that too. I mean, it's going to be something along those lines. I mean, I don't know, man, but it's something. It seems like that's something along those lines. It's got to be what it is. It's going to bring back something about Tatooine. Ultimately.
Yeah,
now,
it'd be really.
Right now, the episodes are happening so fast that it's like, it's not. It seems very. I don't think it's likely to develop in this series as it is. I don't know, but it's kind of leading me to think that there's going to be extra series on this. So if this is it.
Yeah, if there's additional series, it could be the end of seasons. If there are additional seasons, it could be an additional, a later season or the series finale. Like if it's scheduled for 2 or 3 seasons. It could be the series finale where it rains on Tatooine. But there's been so much foreshadowing, so many references to water, and that it's history of having water, that I think that would be a neat payoff. So
yeah, I think so too.
All right. Well, I think that wraps it up for the day. Thank you for being here again, A Magic Maker, and for the recommendation on that Ewok movie. You guys, please go check out that fan film that's in the description here. Click the link if you missed it. We were so fortunate to have the creators of that on the live stream to talk to us about that process. Fantastic. So please support them as well. And anything else you'd like to add, a Magic Maker, as we close out? Oh, wait, I almost missed it. The Mike Porter dad joke of the day. We got to have the Mike Porter dad joke of the day. We have to have it. Did you hear about the Rebel pilot that forgot to post his flight plans? Oh, no. He decided to X-wing it. Oh. Wing it, X-wing it. Get it?
B-winged it too.
He could have B-winged it. Very good. I love Mike Porter dad jokes. So much fun. So, you guys, as a Magic Maker said, may the Force be with you. And you all, until next time, my friends, Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.